Hello, and welcome to this tutorial of using MOTU BPM. In this tutorial, I'll be discussing how to use the scene function. The scene function consists of 16 scenes by default, 4 banks, A, B, C, and D, 4 rack parts, A and B. So you kind of got a lot to work with. The main reason for using the scenes is to also build your song and also trigger in live mode. So in this case, we're just going to use various loops and not our own stuff just because it'll be a longer process. But you are more welcome to use your own stuff if you split everything out. So we're just going to go into the rack function and we'll choose loop right here, various loops. Let's see here, sad day. First part will be the piano. Second will be the instrument. Well, let's go with the drum loop. Third will be the instrumental. Okay, so then since the loop's at 89 for the BPM, actually, the tempo, it's best if we adjust it and do the same. So since we're still in the sequence section, we're going to go over and click the scene. And like I said, it's a little tricky here. You got 16 scenes, but when you click the live mode, here's just 16 scenes. And you can narrow it out separately, or you can use different techniques, which I'll show you in a minute. So to get this going, you hear all 3 elements playing. When you go to scene 2, you shouldn't hear anything, because everything's on the first scene, which is right here. Since everything's on the first scene, you're not going to hear anything. But let's start with this. So we got the drum loop, but we don't want to hear anything. So we just want an intro to play. So you click it to a different scene where there's nothing on there. So all you hear is the intro of the piano playing. And then let's go to scene 2, and let's say, okay, let's have the drum loop come in. So it's quick to trigger using the Akai MPD 32 or any type of drum machine with a MIDI or keyboard, whether you're doing a live set or you just want to lay back in the studio and just play around with some stuff and set everything up to trigger just like you would a MIDI controller. And then scene 3, we will obviously do it all, the instrumental and everything. So in that case, since that's playing, let's go back and find the drum loop. There we go. And you can add that in. So that's really quick and simple on how to create songs or certain parts to fly in and out to add some interesting variations and dynamics to your music. It's really simple and quick. Once again, I select one scene and loaded everything on my scenes, and then you go over to the actual scene mode, because before we were in the racks and we loaded everything else up. Sorry I said scenes before, but no, it's the racks. And then you select just by clicking in the little space, and it'll have everything that you ever added to all your scenes. So don't feel like you feel neglected or something happened or whatever. It's this process, and I will show you real quick. This process is still the same. Say if you went to a bank, you can do the same. If you want to change certain things up, you can add something on pattern 1, and then if you want to take out the hi-hats or the kick or the snare, you would transfer it, save it, and then adjust again on pattern 2, and then technically that goes to scene 2, scene 3. You don't really have to adjust these unless you're getting a little more complex. You just keep it the same and move the patterns over, because when you get into live and song mode, it has all the 16 scenes. So, and then you can adjust it. If there's any questions about this, during these series, as you guys view, feel free to contact me on the website page, and I'm more than willing to help out anyone and everybody. Um, so this is it on the brief introduction on the scenes. You kind of get a glimpse. Also refer to your manual and refer to other videos on YouTube, on my website, and just generalized help if you have any questions.